guys. Hello. Oh, thanks for having me on this thing. I was thinking earlier that I'm happy that there's a trombone in the pit because I feel like it makes a punk show work. It's the only instrument that does that, because like every time you do something like Man with Two Assholes, you can just at the end be like, and it makes it all worthwhile. And if the whole show was that guy introducing Man with Two something for 2 hours, I would come every month. I want to tell you guys about a thing that happened. I'm not positive how to talk about it yet, but we'll try. On Tuesday, I got engaged to be married, you guys. That was, I'm really excited. I didn't propose right, and I feel like there's actually no right way to propose. Like, it's the opposite of eating a Reese's. Like, like if you're gonna like do the flash mob thing where you just have every person they've ever met sing one line from a song, like you're an idiot. Like that's not what anyone wants on their big day. Is for like their old gym teacher to just sing lines from Frozen at them. I feel like if we're going to be fair to everyone, we should all be required by law to propose the same exact way, and it just is, what's that behind your ear? Marry me. But like, it's hard to do correctly if you're like a cool person, and it's even harder to do when you're me. Because like I've never been a cool guy. I feel like I've always like observed cool people like from a distance, like the lady who observed monkeys for like years, and like all the monkeys are just like, all right, well, if you don't say anything, we won't eat you, but you're not one of us. So we're like, oh, interesting. And so I proposed, and in the middle of it, my brain panicked and was just like, be cool, Andrew. And so what happened is I just went, marry me or whatever. Because you gotta be coy about it. You can't show them you're too interested. I've always been that way around people that I like, women that I like. Like it's like, I feel like it's like when a butterfly lands on you and you're just like, it's so exciting. Don't move. And then most of the time they eventually just get like bored and then fly away. All right, fair enough. That worked out. It's the punk show, and I was trying to think really hard about jokes that have puns in them, and I thought of one, and it doesn't have any for a very long time, but then they all come at you right at the end, real fast, and so brace yourselves. I want to talk about Air Bud for a while. If you guys don't know, Air Bud is arguably my favorite movie. It's a movie that came out August 1st, 1997, and it's about a golden retriever that plays basketball against children because there's no rule that says that he can't. It's the entire basis for the movie. Like, parents are fine with it, referees are fine with it. There's a quote in the movie that's like, show me in the rule book where it says a dog can't play basketball, and that is not how rules work. But like, they've done 6 or 7 or a million more Air Bud sequels since that first movie came out. Like, it's just the same golden retriever playing different sports in every movie. They did Seventh Inning Fetch, which is a baseball movie. Golden Receiver is the football one. World Pup is the soccer movie. Air Bud Spikes Back is a volleyball movie. Like, volleyball nets are very high. A golden retriever is at best like this tall. It doesn't matter how smart or coordinated your dog is, he's going to be just terrible at volleyball. There is an obvious exception to that of Clifford the Big Red Dog, but there's just no way he is passing a drug test ever. Like, bright red and the size of a small office building. He's juiced in some way. But like, I think that they're out of sports movies for this dog to do, and if they're going to keep doing movies, it's going to have to be like actions or comedies where you just take out the lead of whatever movie it is and just replace them with a golden retriever. And so you end up with movies like The Air Bud Ultimatum, or like snakes on the Airbud. Airbud versus Predator. This is a very short movie. I genuinely have 8 million. I found out what Twitter is for, and it's for me to just submit my ideas for Airbud sequels. That's all it's for. There's Air Force Bud, where either he is the president whose plane gets hijacked, or Harrison Ford still is, and at the end, like the story arcs where he kicks Yuri Oldman off the plane, and it's like, get off my plane! And everybody's just like, huh? And then they high five. There's Con Air Bud, like, the Golden Retriever is obviously Nick Cage's character, like he's just on his way home to see his family after getting out of prison, and then all the other dogs on the plane are like really intimidating, like Dobermans and Rottweilers, except for Steve Buscemi's character, who is still Steve Buscemi. It's a plane full of dogs and Steve Buscemi. Who's like in a mask. He's like the only one like restrained of all the dogs. Indie Airbud Jones, Raising the Lost Bark is one of my any prouder of that than you are. Carlos Bow Wow exists. That's the thing I came up with in my head. Air Scarface is not even a clever wordplay at all, but I just, again, like the height of the movie where like Tony Montana kicks down the door and is like, say hello to my little friend, and either like pulls like the Golden Retriever from behind him, who either also has like a Tommy gun in his mouth, and he's just like, what? Or like they just pull out a basketball hoop and he just starts making baskets, and the mom's like, I'm not even mad anymore. But like I said, that first movie came out in '97. Like, unless that dog is like a Highlander of some kind, he's dead at this point. So the most realistic movie to do, if you're going to do one, is Weekend at Airbuds. A guy that can control Airbud on strings, probably Jim Henson because he's the best at that, but he's dead as well. So you get a guy to control. It's complicated. I'll do one more thing and then we're good. I ended up reading the IMDb page for Airbud, the movie, while I was researching all this stuff. And there's like a whole page, I think it's true of most movies on IMDb, but they have a whole page devoted to like errors and flaws in the movie besides the premise. And so it is a sizable list, but it's all like continuity problems, like that they found where they're like, oh, in this scene Airbud is wearing a jersey, and in the next scene he's a pug, like that sort of thing. At the end of the list, they found one plausibility problem in the movie. They found a single plausibility problem. And it is that the last two foul shots that Airbud takes to win the game, he steps over the line on both of them. So they shouldn't count. That's the plausibility problem. That's it for me, guys. Thanks very much.